Hey, what's up, yo? It's time for Revolver. My take, the professor's take on the top news stories. I am joined by the Warrior Queen. Hello, say hello, Warrior Queen.
Hello, Warrior Queen.
Give me some of the top stories.
Okay, the first one, and I'm sure everyone has heard about this.
This baby crying over here on the carousel. Hold on, let me show everybody.
Okay. There we go.
There's a kid screaming for his life on the carousel. It's hilarious.
We should let everybody know, too, that we're at the mall by our house. And apparently that carousel is the largest in Arizona.
Yeah, who cares?
Who knew?
Who cares? Anyways.
Anyhow.
Hit it!
So the first story I'm sure everyone has heard about, which is
Hit it!
The Supreme Court of the United States has upheld the most important part of the Trump administration's travel ban. They have said that come October, when the new term starts, they're actually going to hear the case so that they can rule on the entire travel ban. But as it stands, what they have done is they've said, if you have a bona fide reason to be here, okay, in other words, you're from one of those six...
I need to shave.
One of those 6 Muslim-majority countries where... Obviously, the Trump administration doesn't want anybody from those countries coming here. The Supreme Court said, well, if you are coming from that country and your mom lives here or your dad...
What about your baby
your
mama?
Husband... No, it has to be what they call a bona fide relationship. Husband, wife, mother, father.
What about bomb maker? Your bomb maker lives here.
No. If
We're
you
going to make an underwear bomb.
If you are going to college here... If you have accepted a job here, that's what they call a bona fide relationship. And so if you're coming from one of those countries and you have one of those relationships, you are free to come. That's very nice. Kiss your lips.
Easy now.
Nice. Hey.
Go ahead.
I know where you're going.
Anyways.
Anywho,
I'm not going to say anything
about
the
That's
tapes.
right, yes. So anyhow, that's the Supreme Court decision, and the Trump administration is happy. I'm happy. Are you happy with that decision?
Simone.
English, please.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Okay.
Simona Calbrona.
This is a story that I just heard last night, and if it wasn't so crazy and insulting, I might have really laughed about it.
I got to shave.
ISIS fighters from Europe apparently are having a hard time getting jobs when they come home.
What?
Right? Okay. So they're being defeated. They're being defeated on the battlefield
Mohammed,
in Iraq.
tell me, what have you been doing for the last 2 years?
And Syria.
I'd have been making the bombs to blow up all the infidels.
Right. And
oh, really? And how does it work in customer service?
And I think it's kind of crazy that
if they
have
not buy our
left their
products,
European
I will
homes.
kill you.
So they've left Great Britain, they've left Germany, they've left France.
You can't say Great Britain, only I can.
Whatever. I'm Irish, English, and Scottish, so I can
Jewish,
say it. And Jewish
Blackfoot.
and Blackfoot, yes. And German and Dutch. I'm a lot of different things. Anywho, so they've left their European countries, and these countries did not take away their citizenship or their passports. They're allowing them to come back, and now these ISIS fighters are bemoaning the fact that they can't find jobs.
I can't get... Yeah, I'm here to apply for the job to kill the white man.
Right.
You guys
What are
got
your
it
job
with the
qualifications?
devil? I
Well,
can kill the devil.
I can make bombs. I am handy with a scimitar.
I can circumcise women.
Yeah, and rape young girls. Right, I know, disgusting.
I get a feeling this one's going to get banned on YouTube.
I can burn small children in cages.
There goes the channel.
Okay, so that was kind of a crazy story. Would you not agree?
Yes, that is a very crazy story.
Okay, so Project Veritas. Are you familiar with them?
Veritas?
Project Veritas.
No, what is it?
Okay, James O'Keefe is...
See that British actor?
No, he is an undercover. He calls himself a journalist, but he's not really a journalist. He likes to make undercover videos where he does sting operations. And he has been doing a long sting operation, wide-ranging sting operation on CNN.
Maybe I'll look Asian.
And every day this week, he has come out with a new video that's showing some crazy thing that CNN has said. And they were caught on video. The executives
I've
from
seen
CNN,
this on the Russian 24. They
Right.
get this guy.
Admitting that the Russia-Trump story is, quote, mostly BS. They know that there was no collusion between the Trump administration and the Russian government in our election. They know it.
There's collusion between me and the Russian government.
No, I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't think that's a wise thing
why
to say.
You know why that carousel stopped? You know why? Because Putin said so.
I don't think so. And you know why Putin wouldn't say so here?
Oh, but he has me.
Yeah.
His useful idiot working abroad.
That's Captain America, by the way.
Exactly.
Anyhow, so they know that it's mostly BS, and what they've decided is they think this is going to get them ratings, and so they're going to keep pushing it anyway. And irony of all ironies, it's not getting them ratings because nobody likes him.
Do you see Morning Joe?
Yeah, I know who he is. Yeah,
he's turned very foppish.
He's very foppish. Yeah,
he's like king of all metrosexuals.
Yeah, him and his little tart. Can we call her a tart? She's a tart.
If you told me
slimy
Morning
people.
Joe cheated on his wife
and she cheated on her husband,
and it was
Mika
with a woman,
did.
I
right.
was like, what?
Yeah, Mika and Joe
Morning
were both
Joe straight
cheating on their spouses, and now they're doing their show together and whatever. That's not one of my top news stories. How many more do we want to do?
What do you got there?
I have another interesting tidbit, because there's all this stuff in the media about so-called Russian collusion.
Yes.
So
they're colluding with me.
Senator Claire McCaskill, she is a Democrat from Missouri.
What the hell was that?
She is one of the people who's constantly on the anti-Trump bandwagon and pushing the false narrative that he was colluding with Putin. Well, it turns out that she lied about her own dealings and contact with Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak.
Sergey, what's up, yo?
She said that, let me backtrack a little bit. If I'm correct, if I remember correctly, the Russian ambassador is the one, when Obama was first inaugurated, that Hillary gave the reset button to.
Oh, yeah.
And she had it,
It was spelled wrong?
Right, it was the wrong word.
Yeah, great.
So anyhow.
Russia had to be like, dude, let's just take it out.
Well, it's so... The whole Obama administration was just embarrassing.
Morons.
So Senator Claire McCaskill has been pounding the drums about, Russia and Trump and how they colluded and blah, blah, blah. And it turns out she's been lying about her own contact with this Russian ambassador, saying that she's never had any kind of contact with anybody from the Russian government. And yet somebody has dug up her tweets from this year and then going back several years, where she was actually tweeting and bragging about the contact that she had with him. So, perhaps somebody should remind her that the internet is forever, and so you can lie if you want to now, but people
can really
always
long
find
eyelashes. You know that?
I suppose, but they're straight. They don't curve up like mine. So.
Yeah, it's another fascinating news story. What else we got here?
Another Supreme Court decision.
What is it?
As you know, a couple years back, the Supreme Court ruled that homosexuals have the right to marry in America. And since that has happened, there have been a slew of different Christian-owned companies, bakeries, photographers, t-shirt companies, florists, that are being basically told, you have to provide services for homosexual weddings, otherwise we're going to sue you. You're going to lose your business, you're going to lose your home, you're going to lose your life savings. Well, the Supreme Court has taken up the case of Masterpiece Bakery, which is a man named Jack Phillips from Colorado. He was sued by a homosexual couple who said that he refused them service. Now, that's not accurate. He didn't refuse service to homosexuals. What he said was, hey, you're just like any other customer. You can buy whatever you want to in my store. But when I make a cake for a wedding, that is my artistic expression. It's my speech. And it's also my religious beliefs that are at play when you're asking me to participate in a sacred ceremony. And so I cannot participate and lend my expression and my religious beliefs to your ceremony.
I would like to see these homosexual activists go pull this with the Muslim bakeries.
Oh, they never would. They never would, because
what do you think that is?
They know Christians are not going to cut their heads off.
What do you think that is?
I just said so. They know Christians are not going to cut their heads off, whereas Muslims might. So in any case, this homosexual couple sued him. and it went through the state of Colorado's court system, and they kept ruling in favor of the homosexual couple, and he kept saying this is violating my First Amendment rights, and so he appealed to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court has decided to take up his case in the next term, which starts in October, and that's a big, big win for the First Amendment and the free exercise of religion.
I agree. I agree. That was a very big win.
Yeah.
Looks like the winds of change are turning.
I sure hope so. I sure hope so.
Say goodbye, Warrior Queen.
Goodbye, Warrior Queen.